Are you training hard enough? Do you really know that you're training hard enough? Here's an easy way that you can make sure that you are, so that you can achieve your muscle growth potential. First off, familiarize yourself, if you haven't already, with the terms rate of perceived exertion, or RPE, and repetitions in reserve, or RIR. These are two scales with which we use to measure exercise intensity for every resistance training set that we do. An RPE of 10, which is how this scale is rated typically, means concentric muscular failure, as does an RIR of 0. The reason these two are different is because repetitions in reserve refers to how many reps we estimate we have left in the tank before we hit muscular failure. Hence why on an RIR scale, muscular failure will be 0. Because if we estimate we have 2 reps left before we hit failure, we have an RIR of 2. If we have 0 reps left, RIR of 0 means muscular failure. Whereas an RPE of 10 is a way of saying maximal exertion, no reps left in the tank. Once you familiarize yourself with these terms, you go into the gym, you choose an exercise, and you complete a warm-up set. On the subsequent set, you stop that set at a given weight when you estimate that you've got 2 to 3 reps left in the tank. This would be an RPE of 7 to 8 or an RIR, as I said, of 3 to 2. You want to stop it where you think this point is. You rest 2 to 3 minutes. Then you're going to go with the same weight and go to full concentric failure. You go until you simply cannot lift the weight with good technique anymore. And you make sure that you've noted down the number of reps per each set. The disparity between these values gives you what the actual RPE or RIR was. For example, if on your second set you achieved 5 more reps than you did on your first set, that tells you had an RPE of 5 and an RIR of 5, and therefore your estimation was slightly off. This is very useful information. If you only managed to complete 2 more before you failed to successfully lift the weight with good form in the second set, well, that's an RPE of 8 and an RIR of 2. You're in an effective intensity range, and you want to stay there for each and every set. You're going to use this information then to tailor your training over the next 8 to 12 weeks before you retest. If, however, in any gym session you happen to get way below the reps you normally get at a given weight for your RIR values, then you just simply need to drop the weight a little bit. This changing your training depending on your physiological status is known as auto-regulation. It's very important, and this is how these RPE and RIR scales can be useful. That being said, go out, go train hard, go make some gains. I'll catch you soon. Out.